Hey, man, y'all know the FNAF series, and FNAF stands for Five Nights at Freddy's.
It looks solid.
It looks, well, they're all solid, man. Like they're very short, sweet, simple games, but they give you a good scare. And me, why I'm so invested into a story, because the lore behind this series is so deep, but also very convoluted, to the point where it's like each game, we get FNAF fans, we get excited for a new game. Not only even though the format's kind of the same, they change up some aspects, with things, but we're looking for more clues to piece together this story. Like, and I keep saying about the lore and everything, because FNAF is the type of game where all the clues for everything you need to know about what's going on, they're hidden within the game. Like, some things you can only access by typing in a certain date or code, or say like in the very first game, there's newspaper clippings that flash on and off the wall. So just to sum it up, the very basis of everything is, especially with the first game, is that in this parody of like Chuck E. Cheese, where they're singing animatronics at a pizzeria, there were 5 kids that went missing and turned out murdered, and the bodies were apparently stuffed in these animatronics, and the animatronics are now haunted by the spirits of these dead kids. It's very dark.
I gotta play this game.
Yeah, it's
great.
Yeah, it took a
great game.
You gotta, and even just that, it took a lot of research of people on YouTube and everything to even just find out that part of, like I said, the lore of the FNAF series is so crazy and convoluted. So with Security Breach coming out,
installment is this?
This
like
is the 8th game. So we had Five Nights at Freddy 1, 2, 3, 4. The 5th game was Sister Location. I think was the 5th game. The 6th game was Ultimate Custom Night, and now this should be the 7th game, I believe, if I'm correct. There's been a lot so far, because they got to a point where Scott Cawthon, the creator, was kind of releasing one game like right after the next, like a month or two apart. It felt like, But like I said, this story is very dark, very complicated, very convoluted. So we'll get one piece of information in this game coming up, so.
I played the first one, and it used to like stress me the hell out. Like I would play it, and then I would get really tense, and I was like, shit.
Yeah, okay. And it makes sense, because it's, like I said, they take something so simplified where you're just in a, especially like, I don't know if you're claustrophobic, you're in a first person view of in a tight security, room, and you have 2 doors, one on the left, one on the right, and a camera. That's it. It's just you looking left, right, checking the camera, to stopping these crazy animatronics from coming in there to kill you. And so each game kind of followed like the same format. Some of them changed up. By the 3rd one, you were only trying to stop one animatronic. 4th game, you were basically a kid, and you were in your bedroom. And then we figured out from that game that you were living in a nightmare. So again, the story's dark. But you find out eventually towards the end of the game, you were a kid pretty much in a coma. But you were suffering, nightmares while in this coma for 5 nights straight, until you die.
That's a very that's like a very specific coma. Like,
so because apparently, so there's this kid called the Crying Child. In one of the cutscenes you see, him and his brothers, they're at one of the pizza restaurants. He's definitely terrified of the animatronics, because he's seen something there that frightened the shit out of him, that he doesn't want to go back. So his brothers are there, they're playing a prank on him, and they stuff his head into one of the animatronics. It malfunctions, crushes this kid's skull down, and apparently from that incident, you're playing as the kid in a coma for those 5 nights, and now you're being haunted by the same animatronics that you were scared of up until you die. FNAF, ladies and gentlemen. Can't wait for it.
Now, is that exclusive, or is that multi-platform?
I don't think it's gonna be exclusive, because, like I said, FNAF has always been on Steam and everything, and now it's been ported over to consoles. Like you could download all of them on PS4 and Xbox right now. And then they had the VR one that just recently came out, which is great. Yeah, that's another. Yes, I forgot the VR game. So this one should be the 8th game. I forgot about the VR. Five Nights at Freddy's. So Security Breach, like I said, I'm excited for it.